The biggest competitive advantage in business today is not knowing AI. It's knowing how to learn AI faster than everyone else. And I discovered this truth after spending hundreds of hours being overwhelmed by the world of artificial intelligence. If you are putting off learning AI because you think it's too complex, this video will change everything for you. I will share a 5-step framework that will help you confidently learn AI in weeks, not months, and not years. By the way, before we jump in, I'm Brandon. Over the past 10 years, I've worked on Wall Street and I've launched a venture capital fund that manages over $100 million. My firm has invested millions into AI startups, and it's safe to say I know a few things about how AI works. Okay, let's break down the framework. Step 1, prompt engineering. This is how we are going to master having a conversation with AI. Most entrepreneurs fail at this first critical step, learning how to effectively communicate with these powerful tools. It's just that we don't know how to speak its language. Until we learn how to speak its language, we cannot use this powerful tool correctly. So let's go through this simple prompting framework. Number 1 is set a role or identity. Help the AI understand who they are and what they are supposed to be doing. Number 2, provide any context. Is there any specifics or any details that the AI should be aware of so that they can have the best outcome from your prompt? Number 3 is set a goal. What are we trying to achieve? Exactly. Be as descriptive as possible. Number 4, define the length. Do you want this to be short and concise, or should this be a long essay? Should it be 2,000 words? And number 5, tell the AI that it can ask you questions. If it doesn't have enough information or it feels like it can get even deeper understanding, let it ask you questions so that you can set it up for success. Let's go through an example prompt so we can understand exactly what all these steps look like. I have my computer, so I'm gonna just jump in right here. All right, looking now at the example prompt, let's just read through it. Now here's the role. You are a mid-30s tech investor who lives in New York City. You have been working in tech and investing in startups for over 10 years. You are young and you are ambitious. That's the role. You are breaking down how to learn AI to people ages 18 to 45 who are interested in business, who might work at startups, or are CEOs themselves. That's the context. Let's talk about what the goal is. Please create a script for a YouTube video that has an intro and a hook that captures the audience. Only choose advice that helps folks who are not tech savvy and understand how to code, and put this in a 5-step framework. Here we go with length and ask. Make sure the script is the length of a video that could be 8 to 10 minutes. And let me know if you need any other information from me to create a high-performing video. Please do not hesitate to ask questions. Now, we're going to throw this into ChatGPT and see how illustrious and long this prompt gives us from an output perspective. Okay, let's jump in and see how well this specific prompt has done. Number 1 thing we look at here is that ChatGPT got the full context, understands the tone, understands all the background. So let's jump in and see how detailed this is. We have our hook that's going to catch our audience. That's actually similar to the hook that I used in this video. We have our sweetener of like telling people why it's really interesting to actually stay and watch this video. We have our segment number 1, which is reframing, segment 2, and then so on and so forth. We also have a conclusion and closing thought about how AI won't replace you. And then we have these follow-up steps, which is really awesome, where they will help us with a thumbnail and title, B-roll, even something that's downloadable for the people that might be paying attention to what we're doing in the video. This is how you prompt engineer. Now, the last thing I will remember here is that prompt engineering is your entire foundation. The better you prompt, the faster you learn AI, and the faster you get to great ROI on your outputs. Step 2 is time blocking to actually learn AI. Your job is to be a continuous learner. The AI landscape literally changes multiple times every single week. But not to worry, you don't have to focus on every single thing that has changed in AI during the week. What I propose to you is that you set aside 15 minutes every day and you create a routine of either reading or playing with a new AI tool. So for me, that involves like looking at news. So I might be looking at TechCrunch and articles of new AI startups, or I might be looking at a podcast like the AI Daily Brief that's on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Another thing that I could do is be experimenting with a new AI tool. That could be ChatGPT, that could be Perplexity. Maybe it's a new feature that just came out. I'm just gonna play around and see if I can do something for business. Or you can follow AI thought leaders on platforms like X or Instagram, or even weird people who shoot YouTube videos. Lastly, I try to take all those learnings from every day for 15 minutes, and I try to have 1 to 2 conversations with a colleague or a friend teaching and discussing something new that I had learned about AI that week. Last piece here about blocking time, you can learn AI from courses online for free. So you don't have to leave your house. You can actually, looking at this, learn on Coursera, and you then be taught by Ivy League professors from the University of Pennsylvania Wharton School of Business, all for free. Step 3, power tools. This is where a lot of people go wrong. Like I mentioned before, people chase every AI release instead of going deep on a few tools. Research has shown that there are 5 different power tools that you can use AI for today. Number 1 is the power to build, which involves software writing AI platforms. These are platforms that can write software for you without the ability to even know how to code. That will be Bolt, that will be Replit, and that will be tools like Cursor. Second, the power to automate. You can use AI agents to automate workflows. Companies like Zapier or Gumloop AI are prevalent tools that can automate all the manual tasks that you do daily. And third, the power to create. These are tools that let you create professional grade content. That could be folks who are at mid-journey, or that can be a tool like Runway ML. And you can have the power to connect. These are tools who typically enhance your writing. That could be tools like Jasper AI or Jenny AI. Your job is to find the right tools that match with your business goals. Step 4 in the framework is guardrails. Using AI responsibly is not about just avoiding any PR disasters. Your job is to make sure that AI is being used specifically the right way for your business or for your customers that might be using AI products that you have created. Even now, large consulting firms like McKinsey have created their own guidelines to help businesses be careful and make sure that their AI is ready to be used for commercial use. Now, things to remember, AI models are trained by humans. Humans make mistakes and humans are flawed and have biases. So some of these AI models will have the same. And we also have to remember that AI models can hallucinate. And hallucination is just a simple way of saying that an AI can look at information and make something up. Step 5 is integration. This is a tough one. Entrepreneurs sometimes will try to adopt AI in a silo and still work on their regular business. That is not the right way to adopt AI. AI needs to be integrated and everyone on your team needs to be fully on board. So that means to blend all the new AI tools and training and experiments into the current existing business processes. And think about what we're doing. We're leveraging AI tools to enhance the productivity of our workflows, not disrupt it. And of course, there's going to be a learning curve. There's going to be some friction. Those things are going to happen. But at the end of the day, the faster you can get ahead of that learning curve, the easier it will be to have higher ROI and again, to be ahead of all your competition. And this is another point I want to bring up. I'm going to read this one here. This is from the CEO of Shopify, highlighting how AI is a big part of their internal workflows. Our task here at Shopify is to make our software unquestionably the best canvas on which to develop the best businesses of the future. In this memo, he had also said, we do this by keeping everyone cutting edge and bringing all the tools to bear. for what we need to be absolutely ahead. Even Shopify, a multi-100 billion plus dollar company, is using AI because they want to get ahead of their competition. What does that mean for your business? Now, the last piece here is that you should always have a human in the loop. No need to let AI run off and go crazy. Have some type of checks and balances. I did say that we should double check to make sure that things are accurate, especially in high stakes situations. The key difference between those who will be successful with AI and those who aren't is not about a technical skill. It is literally about the structure and the framework of learning AI and building momentum to make it a seamless and a blend into current business operations. And that momentum will help you eventually have these small daily wins. And speaking of small wins, make sure you check out my recent video where it talks about how you can improve your net worth.